What's good, Twitter, YouTube? We are live, and I'm so happy to meet all of you today. How is your week going? This is the EOS Synergy Show. I would like to know from each and every one of you how your week is going so far. Since it's our first time to meet, happy weekend, everyone. I'm happy to meet you, all of you, right here once again. How is your week going? Anyways, so this is the EOS Pulse show, powered by the EOS Synergy. Now we are going live with a lot of cool stuff. I'm so happy to finally meet all of you. Let me know how you're doing, how everything is going on your side. And first things first, welcome to the show. We are live 3 days a week. That's Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday. So guys, I remind you to always paste your EOS accounts first thing on YouTube. And you can also paste on Twitter just to be on the safer side, just in case I cannot retrieve accounts on YouTube. I think this happened last week. Actually, I remind all of you last week's winners of the spin wheel. Don't forget to paste your EOS accounts once again, because I already have your usernames of YouTube. But because of the lag of last week on YouTube, I did not manage to retrieve your EOS accounts in the comment section. So let me know how you're doing in the comment area. I would like to hear from all of you. I want to access the chat right here. I'm so happy to meet all of you today. Same faces, and I see some few faces. I recognize each and every one of you. I'm so excited to meet you guys. I don't know, for some reason, I always miss you. And guys, today we have a lot. I'm so happy. We have a lot we are going to talk about today. And I noticed some of you always want to talk to me. Guys, I don't bite. My DMs are open. Feel free to talk to me at any time, because I'm coming up with a list of questions from the most asked questions. We shall answer them live, I think the next show. So please, if you have anything you want to talk about, just ask me. I'm seeing a number of you already here. I can see GIF Cube. I can see That Is a Gamer. Wow, That Is a Gamer is the first. He's saying, Haza, we can hear you from the beginning, and you said without delay. 100 points. I'm so happy. You guys made fun of me last time. I know I was in a hot seat. There was a bit of lag, and I remind you, it was so disgusting. And I trust me that I didn't even manage to retrieve the comment section after the show. I cannot actually reward the winners of the spin wheel. So whoever won the spin wheel, I still have the names, but the EOS accounts are missing. Just paste your EOS accounts once again, because at the end I have to actually use this very space to retrieve your EOS accounts. A number of complaints concerning the spin, and we are still reviewing. There are people who are pro, they are pro against it, and others support it. So but for now, I think it's better and the best interest for us to suspend, because clearly I made some research. Indeed, the multi accounts who are taking advantage of the spin. Obviously, the more accounts you have entered in your name, the higher your chances. So it was not fair. We are going to find a way. I'm coming out with a better idea, and I think we shall try it after 2 weeks after reviewing this, because I don't like to be taken for granted. I value what I do, and I appreciate your voices. In the first place, we brought up this spin wheel because you asked me to. So if there is any issue about it from yourselves, still have to suspend it. But I promise you, those who really love it, your spin is going to come back after we have come up with better ways to do it. So I'm seeing some of your comments coming in. Yes, I see your EOS accounts being pasted right here. Some of you are just typing them. Yes, don't forget to add that $sign. Crypto the third is saying, I won last weekend. Yes, please indicate that, because I have the names. I only need the EOS accounts. There was a bit of a big lag. Actually, I had to edit almost the whole video after the space to remove some of the bad images that were captured during the presentation. Today we have a lot to talk about. I'm in high spirits. Actually, I didn't go to the gym today. I was so busy. Some stuff I won't talk about today, but I didn't go to the gym, unfortunately. For some reason, I still will not tell you guys. Even if you asked me to, I will not tell you. So if you won last week, please add I won and your EOS account. Still, you will win this week with the same EOS account. And I promise you, actually guys, I know there's some delay in sending of NFTs. I've seen a number of complaints. because we are delaying, because you're many, and it's just we are a small team sending these accounts. So sometimes, but I promise you, we are coming up with a tool. There is a tool. It's already actually it's now accessible. I have a tool that I've accessed. I think Bishop displayed this tool on his show, whereby we can send like to various people. We can send NFTs to various people at a go, at once, and this is very beautiful. Now, straight out, let me go into the most important stuff we have to talk about today. Please keep chatting me up. I love it when we engage. Erupta is saying one last time. Lucky Gold, I won last time. Don't worry, keep telling me that, because I already have the names. No one will receive your reward. It will be yours for real. That's why I delayed to send last week rewards this time, because there was a bit of a lag. So I'm seeing that is a gamer. Oh wow, that is a gamer. Did you win? I'm not sure, because you always win the trivia. I've never seen you lucky with the wheel. I hope so, because I have the names. I'm going to look through. That is a gamer. You're so lucky if you really won, because you're one of the persons who never wanted the wheel in the first place. Now, anyways, we are going live today with a lot of cool stuff. I always tell you, this is the coolest show you will ever meet, and I'm so happy that I get a chance to talk to many people all around the world. What a nice, beautiful time to be alive. Like, I'm so excited, as in, it's true, like, we are boundarless, and it's a global village on Web3. We are here to talk about a lot today, a lot of interesting stuff on EOS, and big shout to all of you who have been here from day one, guys. You have seen how we have developed, regardless of the lags, of the inconsistency. You guys always advise me, and I appreciate, man. I'm not perfect too, neither are these machines that I use. So sometimes you guys have come through for me, and you bear the burden. So big shout out to all of you who have seen, for lack of a better word, if you're an OG of this show, you have seen me, everything. You have seen it behind the scenes. You are the guys are behind the scenes of what we have right now. So I've seen that the Synergy has really become a very good community. Dedicated people have joined us. Seeing a number of new faces always. So I'm so excited. So if you're new here, allow me to tell you this. This is the home for EOS News, first of all. We teach and educate and learn, we earn. So it's beautiful. We have giveaways. So you want to learn, indeed, it's the best place to be. We learn about Web3, and over the weekend, there's a lot we talked about, but my favorite show over the weekend was the one whereby, the one which was on Sunday. We talked about tokenomics. Yes, it had skipped my mind. We talked about tokenomics, and a number of brilliant guest speakers came through. If you missed, I don't know what to say. It was, for lack of a better word, the best show I've ever had in my entire life. Big shout to all of the guest speakers. You guys did a good job. I see the future is bright. The future is bright on Web3. You guys did a good job. Big shout out to all of you. Lucky Gold is saying another day to learn about EOS. Yes, indeed. And about EOS, by the way, for guys who are new, I always remind you that, and for the old guys, EOS is first of all open source. It's a project that often open source, and it focuses on being very effective, flexible, and safe. So for long, EOS has been known as the best choice for blockchain projects, as it's user friendly, and also it's easy for developers to develop various apps on EOS. So the best choice, obviously, for blockchain projects, and it prioritizes performance, scalability, reliability, and then also EOS quickly spawned other networks built on its underlying technology called the Antelope IVC, and we are going to talk about today. We also have much more to talk about concerning the Ethereum virtual machine. I know some of you are familiar, but let's give room for those, maybe I would say, slow learners. There are some of us who take our time to really appreciate, and there are some of us who only learn on the show, who don't have time to read about these things. But I remind you guys, if you're really interested in learning about EOS, there are a number of shows going on, apart from the ones affiliated with the EOS Synergy. Already we have the giveaway show also affiliated with the EOS Synergy, and this is hosted by Bishop. We have also a good space. That's the fireside chat. So there's a lot of shows that I cannot mention all, but just know there's a lot of shows that talk about EOS, and there is a lot of literature about EOS. Just check out the EOS support page, the EOS foundation page. As in, you have an excuse. The number of articles on the internet, legit articles. Actually, not everything on the internet is correct, but we have legit sources that talk about EOS. I'm seeing Jordan is saying, hey everyone, hey Jordan, I'm happy to meet you, man. How are you doing? I'm so excited, guys. As you can see, I'm so happy. I don't know, you're people saying into the spinning the verse. Are you talking about the wheel? Unfortunately, today we are not going to do the wheel, but I have come out with clear guidelines on how to prevent multi-accounts, and I will communicate how we are going to do that, because I also love it. Actually, I was so hesitant to do the wheel, but because I tried it out, I'm like, wow, it's a good idea. But because, and first of all, I felt like most people actually are not interested even what to talk about. They only want the wheel. They come towards the wheel and spin and get out of here. So I feel like we kind of have to find the ways that it's entertaining and still educative, and it rewards those who deserve it. Maybe I'll say the lucky ones. So I remind you, if you won last week, there was a lag. I can't retrieve your EOS accounts from the conversations we had on the chat. So I'm so happy, guys. I've really had a good conversation. I think we should now go into the most important stuff we have come to talk about today. That's the Antelope IBC and the EVM. So guys, how are you doing? Jordan, how are you doing? You're saying hope it's not spinning the wheel today. Would be trivia. Yeah, it's trivia indeed. And this trivia this time is so easy. I know a number of newbies prefer the wheel because literally you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is spin it and be lucky and win. But the trivia, the beauty is, I feel like it's hard earned, and the sweat is worth it, because I know this EOS is just to incentivize you, to show you that we are together in this, that we appreciate the efforts you put in to learn. And by the way, over the weekend, as I said, it was so exciting. Personally, I learned a lot. By the way, don't be deceived, I'm not that of a genius, and I indeed appreciate the power of this show. I've also learned a lot from this very show, so I'm looking for fellow learners. We learn together. I'm kidding, guys. So anyways, first of all, we have a lot to talk about, and I'm so excited to say this. How are you doing, guys? I love it when you build a rapport, you converse with me. I love it when you engage. So as we go on, I'll be reading some of your conversations. Jordan, don't worry, we have no trivia, and you're saying I'm good, thanks for asking. How are you doing? My week is fantastic. I'm full of spirits, and I'm telling you the truth, I'm in high spirits. So Lucky Gold is saying I'm also learning from the show. Yes, Lucky Gold. Yes, I'm happy that we're all learning. By the way, I'm telling the truth, a good communicator is a good listener. If I don't listen to you guys, I learn nothing at all. So learning never ends. They don't teach crypto in school, but I'm telling you this: if you want to learn more about Web3, EOS has a learn to earn on this very show, and also there's a learn to earn by the EOS Foundation. So there's learn to earn by reading articles. Also there's on the EOS support page. Just go to eossupport.io, learn more. You know, Zafri is saying pretty good. Hope you're good, man. Zafri, I'm good. Hi Jacinta. Hi everyone. So I think enough of the chitty chat. You guys can keep conversing with me. I'm going into the most useful part of this show, and that's basically some illustrations, news, etc, learning. You know, this show is so beautiful that I also get to learn, by the way. And if you put much attention as I do, I also you learn as much as I learn, because personally, I would say that, yes, I have so much knowledge concerning Web3. Some people call me a guru, whatever. I appreciate, but every time I do research about new stuff, because actually there is no news concerning Web3, and to be specific about EOS, and that has ever skipped my mind. I'm always alert. I have alerts on my favorite handles, mostly EOS handles that spread so much news, valid news, because not all news on the internet is correct. So I'm always alerted, you know. So you can do the same. Follow them up. We have a number of Twitter handles that circulate valid news about EOS, official handles that are blue ticked. We have, I think, CoinDesk also has so far been reliable, and also by Wire News. Yeah, big shout out to everyone behind spreading the most eye-catching news concerning EOS. A big shout out to you. You deserve an applause, everyone. Big shout out to all of you, and those on Twitter, please join in. Big shout out to you. So Lucky Gold is saying you research a lot. Thanks, Lucky Gold. Yeah, research is the way to go. A lot is going on. Why would I be ignorant? You know, knowledge is power. So I'm so happy that we are all here today, and I have a lot to share with you guys, my friends. Actually, you guys are my favorites. I will not lie. I always miss you when I'm away from the show. So let me know how you're doing. I'll be reading some of your chats. So straight, let me go into the most eye-catching news and illustrations I have for you today. Enough of the conversations. I appreciate, and I see a number of you still chatting me up. So I'll be reading some of them as we go on. I appreciate everyone who is here today. So how are you doing, guys? I'm so happy to finally meet all of you. So let me know how all of you are doing. Today, first of all, I have to send my big shout outs to the EOS Support. This is their handle. I told you that you can follow your favorite EOS handles. EOS Support has done a lot to market EOS, not alone giving support. So they deserve all the credit. They deserve all the credit. EOS Support team, I've never seen such a dedicated team on the EOS network, and not only the EOS network, but the entire Web3 community. We appreciate the efforts you have put in. So I'm so happy that the EOS Support really has done a good job, and I appreciate the entire team behind the EOS Support. So earlier on, I remember I made illustrations of what they can do, and you guys remember what I displayed. I think it was one of the EOS Support members who came through within less than a minute. It was just a few seconds, and that was Marcus. So I mean, I think he came in twice, but he's not the only EOS Support agent who is available. There are a number of them, and we have support in over 9 languages, 24 hours, 7, and this is the handle. I think, allow me share it if for those who do not really have the EOS Support handle. Yeah, this is their handle. So guys, I'm going to share it on YouTube. For the first time, I'm going to share some of the handles that have good content so that you guys can circulate them. That's eosupport.io Twitter handle, and also the website is eosupport.io. They have a number of articles, a lot, and there's a learning center. So EOS Support has done a lot to teach you about Web3, and I appreciate. Big shout out to all of you, the team behind EOS Support. So in other news, I'll go from the EOS Support, and before I go, actually let me read one of the other tweets, and the one I'm displaying right now. If you're on Twitter, actually you can join in. So they're saying that the new EOS will flourish with blockchain communication and EOS EVM enabling the Ethereum blockchain. Many things may change along with Voyage, but one thing will remain: support by humans for humans. Yes, indeed. Big shout out to you guys. Big work, a nice work done right there. So today in the news, I'm so happy. Straight away from the EOS Support, let's go into the trending articles, both on the internet and on YouTube. And please keep the conversations coming in. So today in the news, by the way, I'm so happy. There's a lot I'm going to talk about concerning the EOS EVM and IBC. There's a lot of news and buzz circulating concerning IBC. So please keep the conversations coming in, and remind you that today we're having a trivia. Yes, Jacinta, I see you put your EOS account. And please, if you won last week, remind me. I remind you also that last week I failed to retrieve some of the chats, actually many of the chats, because of the lag. You saw how it was a weird presentation. So today is perfect. Today is perfect. Zero excuses. So all you're going to do indicate plus your EOS account. I already have the names of the winners. All that's missing is the EOS accounts. And I'm so happy for all of you are here today. A number of you are here. I see some new faces, but always the old people. Jordan is here, Fidelis, Lucky Gold, Jacinta, James, Mike. So let me go straight to the news. I can't mention all of you, but I'm happy that you're all here. So in the news, we are going to look at this is very interesting. And before even I open this article, there was a tweet about this very article. Before even I go ahead to open this article, I'll love to show you this tweet. And I assure you that you need to follow. Let me share the tweet with you in the comment section as it loads. So endeavor to follow some of these sites. I'm endeavoring to paste for you the handles and the tweets. So Raptor is saying, it's okay, Hazza, we appreciate you. Thanks. Raptor, I'm happy to see you once again. So I've shared the tweet right here about the EOS Foundation, and wow, so I'm also mesmerized by the news, and EOS Foundation has so far announced today, I think it's just a few hours back, a few minutes actually, it was around 9:12 in my area PM. So today the ENF is excited to announce the release of the Antelope Leap version 4.0, and there are new features which include higher performance with multi-threading, reduced latency and faster block propagation, more control and visibility around state and history data. So to read more, the link is right here. I'm going to share with you. And guys, just know that the Antelope Leap version 4.0 has been released, and this has been shared a few moments ago. So the link is here. We are going to learn about the Antelope in a few. I have made some little presentation about it. So there's a lot of buzz concerning the Antelope indeed, and a number of you still don't understand it. So I would like to talk about it today, and please keep the conversations coming in. I'll be reading some of them. How is everyone? That is a game saying great news. Yes, that is a game. Today I think I got you unaware. I don't know if you already knew about this, because I actually got to know about this a few seconds to the show. I won't lie. So sometimes you have to be vigilant concerning the news. So this is the official page for the EOS network, and the blog has been shared there. So Antelope Leap version 4.0. So I'm seeing some of your comments. So why, first of all, what's the Antelope IBC? You know, I would like to first of all talk about it. So this basically is the inter-blockchain communication, and the IBC protocol is being developed to standardize data transfer between blockchains. And you should know that if an individual blockchain is a planet, first of all, like an illustration, IBC is the space shuttle that takes information, passes through a path, and that's designed to minimize the efforts of all stakeholders. I would say like network managers, block producers, blockchain developers, and end users concerned. So some people are saying that these IBC AVM are for developers, and my question is, whom are they developing for? You, the end user. So you are involved in this. Some of you are saying, I cannot develop an app. Is this really useful to me? Yes, indeed it is, because you're part of the system. These apps are meant for you. So over some weekend back, we talked about smart contracts. So you guys are going to see how these things are relevant. And still some question came up. Someone said, but you're talking about smart contracts. How can an ordinary person make their own smart contracts? This is so complicated. It's for developers. But I want to tell you this. You, the end users, benefit from good RD apps that are built on stuff like the IBC, and with the coming of the, sorry, I mean the AVM, Ethereum Virtual Machine, and with the coming of the IBC, we can see that there is more scalability and with easier data transfer. So guys, I see conversations coming in. That is again my saying talking about IBC. So before I go to the IBC, I'll talk about it, but let me first of all talk about the Antelope Leap that has been released today. So as the internet connects different categories of computers located in other parts of the world, as I told you that we are a global village, IBC, that's inter-blockchain communication, which is to create a super highway through which reliable, ordered, and authenticated information can be safely carried from one blockchain to another without ever dropping. So as I told you guys, I'm so excited about this news. I see that is a game is excited too. You're saying hi, it's a pleasure to be here. Yes, Saratoga, welcome. It's a pleasure indeed. I'm so happy to meet you. It's a pleasure, and I see like you're saying it's a pleasure. Yes, it's a pleasure, and I'm happy to meet you. I feel at home. This is the EOS Pulse, powered by the EOS Synergy, and we always talk about Web3 and EOS. So I'm so happy. So Lucky Gold is saying excited about the news. So let me summarize a little bit about Antelope IBC. So I want you guys to understand something about it, even for the new people, that this is not for developers. So it's more of something that's developed for the end users. So some of you, actually, I was talking about the smart contracts you people think are for developers. In the normal world, don't you have lawyers who make ordinary contracts? Would you make a contract if you're not a lawyer? So everything has professionals, but a lawyer does not make a contract, a normal contract for himself. Similarly, these developers, they make these DApps for us. So it's a win-win, right? So DApps running on top of one of the Antelope IBC enabled blockchains, for example, EOS. I'm using this as an illustration. EOS blockchain calls for specific actions of the IBC contract to communicate with other DApps running on a completely different Antelope IBC enabled blockchains, for example, UX Network or Telos. Now, with the coming of this IBC, we have what we call a global network connection, and I sometimes have read articles that are saying that it's like a coup, but for me I feel like we have gone away from the era of tribalism. You know, we have had a lot of tribalism all over the blockchain. We belong to one blockchain, and with I would say radical disregard to the other. So I feel like this cooperation will help us to first of all be united, and of course we shall push Web3 further and easier adoption. And also I feel like this is a big step to go, and I'm happy that EOS is spearheading this with the Antelope coalition. Now, being smart contracts, Antelope IBC is not only smooth to upgrade, but also easy to audit, you know. So the Antelope IBC, first of all, is trustless and has adopted a feature called instant finality. I'm going to just highlight about these two. They are so important. What do we mean by trustless and instant finality? So guys, keep judging me up as we go on. Let me read some of your comments. Yes, Lowanson, you have just joined. Welcome. Usually people are saying, but I think EOS has an engine but need to onboard more users like the Wax chain. Yes, EOS is still growing. We deserve more credit than we are getting, so we are pushing further. Yes, I'm seeing some of you add your EOS accounts. Lawrence one is right here. That is again my saying I'm with you, every people. And onboarding is still one of the biggest issues. Yes, but I feel like we deserve indeed more credit than we are getting. That's my opinion. Usually people are saying they need to add tools that allow things like blends and easy accessibilities and more DApp for users like Wax. Speaking of DApps, hold on. There's something still exciting I want to share with you today. I read some of your comments because I like when we engage and converse than when I'm lecturing, okay? So I'm so happy that we are on the same page. Now, when we talk about trustless, some of you are, when I talk about trustless when it comes to Antelope IBC, I mean that users and developers of the Antelope IBC trust only the consensus protocol of active and elected blockchain producers of the source chain and destination chain. So trust on any other third party is needless, you know. So let me talk something small about instant finality. And guys, please just know that Antelope IBC has developed a new technology called instant finality. And once implemented, the proposed block will be declared final within a few seconds or even less. So this will pave way for development of simple to complex DApps on top of Antelope IBC. So there's a lot of we have a bigger future that's going to happen, and I'm so excited, guys, for this. EOS is really fighting hard to make us more relevant, and I'm happy that we're having a good community. We're having shows like this because it's useless for people to maybe join us and they don't even understand what's blockchain, they don't know about Web3. So I'm so happy to be part of this. What a wonderful time to be alive to talk about this. So let me see some of the comments of which people are saying they need to add tools. I already read that. That is again by saying you will share something exciting on DApps with us today. Keep talking, Haza. Thanks. That is a game. I like it when you guys give me feedback, because some time back I almost spent an hour talking when I'm muted. It's so exciting. So whenever we speak, you guys always give me a vibe. I don't like to be bored, but if I slip off in the middle of the presentation, so guys, I'm full of vibes today, and whenever we jazz and whenever I present, I always feel like I'm at home. So usually people are saying EOS is up there, like way ahead of other blockchains, but we just need more users. Yes, indeed. And I feel like with this Antelope IBC, this cross-chain communication, it's really a good way to go. So today I'm giving it more attention because a lot of people hear about it but don't understand it. So the Antelope IBC protocol comprises of as other sister chains that I'll talk about, but it promises to prove instantaneity, and also that you should know that if an event occurred in another Antelope IBC enabled network, there is an instant, let me say, how should I bring it up? You can easily send, you can make a transaction. I'll not say send, you can make a transaction with the sister chain with ease. Okay, so the Antelope IBC comprises of two types of proofs, vis-a-vis block, that's block proof and action proof. So block proof again can be divided in two parts, vis-a-vis heavy proof and light proof. So a smart contract is incarnated when a blockchain implements Antelope IOIBC protocol. So in addition, any kind of application can, let's say, transfer of fungible token, transfer of non-fungible token, cross-chain account creation and maintenance, let's say cross-chain query, etc., can be built on top of Antelope IBC. So once the smart contract is set, obviously users use a single proof scheme or combination of multiple schemes to communicate over IBC. So I told you that I'll mention some of the blockchains that have adapted the Antelope IBC protocol. We have EOS so far, we have Wax, Telos, UX Network, and obviously it is open for any other blockchain that wants to join. It's not restricted. So in conclusion, I will say that inter-blockchain communication, which creates superhighways between island blockchains, is the next wave of blockchain development. We have come to the end of tribalistic approach to blockchains, and I read some articles already saying this is a coup. That was CoinDesk. They say that EOS is IBC is a coup. So Antelope IBC rather. So there are many other cross-chain communication I'll take note of. Communication protocols like MAP, Layer 0, Seller, and besides the Antelope IBC and Cosmos IBC, you know, those are so famous in my opinion. So in the future, the Antelope Coalition will accept only those blockchains who have infrastructure to set up IBC. So I'm happy that I've talked about the IBC, and maybe I'll briefly talk about the EVM. Let me read some of your comment. You're saying that, and your village is saying, and I think the EVM would fix this. Yes, indeed. This is good. I'm going to talk about it shortly. Thanks to village people actually have reminded me. I almost forgot, but when I read your comment, so I'm going to talk about it. So that is again my saying, so weird that people are willing to pay too much for gas fees, but will not easy way to create an EOS account. I know actually the feeless transactions and the low gas fees on EOS are a game changer, and I know good things take time. Good things take time. That is again my saying, oops, but won't like to go not so easy way. Saratoga is saying I didn't receive the last two pop token. Saratoga, you're right. We have a delay because of the numbers of you people who are here, and a big shout out to all of you. It's not a bad thing, it's a good thing, it's a good thing. Big shout out to all of you who are here on this show. So sometimes some of you don't paste your EOS accounts. I have to keep track so that I don't get complaints after sending NFTs. So we have developed an app that we didn't develop. I accessed it actually. It's not my I'm not the author of that application that can send NFTs to various EOS accounts at a go. So obviously in the coming days there will be no delay, and you will receive your rewards very fast compared to now. But thanks for the patience. Victor Palanyi is also here, and I remind all of you who won last week in the spin, you are going to be rewarded, but the delay was that we kind of failed to retrieve your EOS accounts because there was a glitch. The comment section could not appear. Now, what all you're going to do, indicate that you won plus your EOS account, and you'll win both. If you win today and the last time, it's okay. If you're here, you'll get both the NFTs, no worries. Fidelis is saying, I can see how happy you are. Yes, I'm always happy. You're saying, can the app be hacked? Obviously not. Obviously not. It's a new the app or software that I feel should be given opportunity. That is again by saying if still will happen, I'm looking forward for Ethereum IBC with EOS, like Bishop said once. Yes, indeed. If this is to happen, I feel like it's good news for the ears. Fidelis is saying, I can see how happy you are. Yes, Fidelis, I'm happy. Crypto the third is saying, when will the EOS rewards from last week go out? Like as I said, they will go out I think today, and I was just waiting to get the accounts of today's last time's spin wheel, and over the weekend we had obviously an opening one mic, and we're going to send everything at once. Jacinta is saying, hi Haza, I was what were I saying, Jacinta? Anyways, I've already showed you this tweet that's announcing this unofficial tweet. So I've advised you guys always follow the EOS Network Foundation not to miss out on any news. And I appreciate your conversation. Big shout out to all of you who are conversing with me just as of now. Big shout out to you. You deserve an applause, guys. And I see no one is on Twitter. Don't you guys use Twitter? All of you nowadays love YouTube. Actually, it was very hard for me to convince many of my colleagues to switch from Twitter to YouTube. Many of my comrades were always on Twitter, but I think you guys have now appreciated that YouTube is so powerful. I think because of the illustrations. Jacinta is saying, hi Haza, I was one of the winners of the spin wheel. Yes, thanks for reminding me. I have the names, but I was missing the EOS accounts. So Crypto is saying, okay, thank you. He pasted his EOS account. So today I'm full of vibes. I'm so happy for some reason. So let's go into other interesting news. And today we have a lot to talk about concerning Antelope, IBC, and Ethereum Virtual Machine. But that is a gamer, come on. You're saying that Haza is a new Pharrell Williams because he's always happy. Why not? It's a beautiful time to be alive, and I'm happy. I celebrate life every day. Lucky Gold is saying on YouTube we can see illustrations and understand better. Your village people, come on guys, you make me laugh the more. Come on, stop it. Pharrell Williams, Haza, come on. Haza, what's the secret to your happiness tonight? I guess the Antelope IBC news, I think, probably. Oh, I'll research about it. But anyways, in other news, we have this good, reliable source of Web3 news, and it's the Budobi Make It with Crypto, and they are talking about EOS today. So they are saying that just slightly over a week after launching, the EOS EVM already has over 570k EOS locked, worth 680,000 USD. Okay, so with almost 3,000 ETH addresses registered. Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive. That's so impressive. So it looks like more people are getting bullish about the new EOS Foundation. Yes, we are getting out of recognition. That is a game I told you. Trust the process. Trust the process. Let me read some of your comments. How says your secret of your happiness tonight? I've just answered that. That is a gamer. Pharrell Haza Williams, too good. You village people. Okay, guys, you're just making me more happier, and I always miss you guys. So everybody saying I'm thinking she said yes. No, Jacinta is my sister. Haza, did she say yes? She's my sister. I don't know yes to what, but she's my sister. Anyways, EOS AVM total value locked TVL. So you can see already here 684,526 EOS. USD. Now these figures are really exciting. So let me talk something small. Let me tell you something small rather about the EVM. So the Ethereum virtual machine, and what's the importance of the EOS EVM. We have talked about this over the weekend. There was a show I remember, and a big shout out to all of you came through. A number of you came through over the weekend. Thank you for coming through.
Thank you.
Those who had the time,
Thank you.
I appreciate guys. A number of you came through. Now the EVM, so I will say this about it in simple words, and if you want to read more about what I'm talking about, just go to the eosupport.io. There's a number of literature articles, you can read and understand more. So I'm not that of a genius either. I read, all you have to do is keep reading, read the news, read the various articles. And if you're a beginner, I think Jacinta already told me that she just knew about Web3 on this very show. But if you hear her speak over the weekend, I am always moved. So I feel like we are making a big impact in to the newbies, for those who are really new about Web3 and EOS. So I'll take notice and remind you that Ethereum developers code smart contracts in a programming language called Solidity. Okay, so the Ethereum virtual machine enables the execution of smart contracts written in Solidity on other blockchains that do not use Solidity language like EOS. So do you guys understand the relevance of this? They don't need to really change much. They are let me read some of your comments. But their programming languages can already be onboarded onto the EOS network. So that's a big game changer. So let me see. That is again by saying impressive numbers. Success is on track, and 3,000 registered users are halfway to become an EOS account. So thanks, that is of a gamer, and I appreciate the feedback. I'll be reading some of your comments. I love it when we engage. I love it when we build a rapport. And as I told you, the Ethereum virtual machine enables execution of smart contracts written in Solidity, so on other blockchains. Solidity is the programming language of Ethereum, okay? So why does EOS need EVM? It's a big question. A number of you think maybe it's just internet buzz, but so you should know that the programming language used to write smart contracts is different for each blockchain, okay? Like EOS, we use C++, and as I told you, Ethereum uses Solidity. So if a smart contract is written in programming language cannot operate on like blockchain A, so it will not work on blockchain B rather, okay? So if it's programmed in another programming language on blockchain A, like Ethereum, it will not work on blockchain B like EOS, okay? So, but with the coming of the EVM, the programming language that's used on Ethereum, that's Solidity, the DApps that are written and the smart contracts that are written using the Solidity programming language can be onboarded onto the EOS using the EVM. So in EOS, developers use C++ language. So rather than Solidity language used in Ethereum, I think now you are aware, if you didn't know, we use C++. If you attend the trivias, this was a common question in the early days. So Ethereum developers must record their smart contract in C++ to deploy it in EOS originally. So it's the EVM that decreases these inconveniences, you know. So the Ethereum virtual machine makes Ethereum programming language compatible with EOS, okay? So do you guys now understand the relevance of this? Let me see some of the conversations. Angel is saying Haza is always moved. Ulrich is saying, but the EOS price is dipping, or is just the general bear week? You mean for Haza Williams? Okay, guys, I'm reading some of your comments. Still over one, it's good. I think bear market, yes, but you know, if you're looking at short-term gains, I think that's when you cry. But in the long run, all over the weekend we talked about tokenomics, and we discussed that there are so many meme coins that actually don't have good tokenomics, but they're having relevancy. So sometimes it's just pump, but if you're looking at lifetime investment and really promising blockchains, I think EOS cannot be skipped. That's my opinion. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, but that's mine. Not because I'm hosting this show, but because I'm really bullish about EOS. So in my final opinion, the EOS EVM is essential for developers, so they do not need to reinvent the wheel, because clearly DApps on Ethereum with the coming of the EVM can be onboarded onto EOS network. So the current blockchain industry uses Solidity the most. That's the Ethereum. So many layer 1 blockchains are adapting EVM to attract developers and expand their ecosystem. So Ethereum and many other blockchain industries use Solidity. So EOS EVM basically, I will say this in my final words, that bringing the EVM to EOS opens up many opportunities for developers who want to use EOS and Ethereum, and obviously as the end users benefit, not only the developers. So in other news, I'll go away from the EOS EVM, but allow me say this. I know I've concluded already, but let me pass through some few comments before I go on. Let me see what you guys are saying. You're saying, I just like EOS is back. That's Skomi. EVM can give it a nice push. Yes, indeed. Zafir is saying just where the EOS goes in the next bull market. Yes, indeed. So, final thoughts about EVM. It can be the best EVM with advantages such as 0.5 second block time, up to 10,000 TPS, and almost free transaction fees. Already we have this on EOS. This fact means that the possibility for Ethereum-based projects and developers to remove limitations of Ethereum in the EOS EVM. Obviously, in the most EVM, Ethereum developers can implement their code on EOS by simply clicking a button. So EVM compatibility is essential to unlocking the potential of EOS. So ultimately, for a blockchain to succeed, in my view, it needs to be adapted and used. The EOS EVM could introduce more Ethereum developers and users to EOS. And obviously, we are giving chance to talent. Why should we limit it by a tribalistic approach? So you can read more about Ethereum virtual machine by visiting EOS Support. Just type EOS EVM. There are a number of articles. You can also go to this articles and read it about Antelope. I read more about Antelope. A number of articles on the EOS network. I've already shared this. So zero excuses, guys. Why not learn more about Web3 and everything going around EOS? So today we have a lot in the trivia, and since I've spent much time on the EVM and IBC, I'll not read so much today. I had a lot of news to talk about, but because of this, I will not read much. That is again my saying. Hopefully the next bull market will start in 1 or 2 months, because then it is 1 year to have to last halving of Bitcoin. Thank you for that feedback. Palany is saying Truth EOS has been more of a stable coin, but the EVM we shall be somewhere. I can't agree more, Victor Vicent. Thanks for that feedback. I'm reading some of your comments. Zafir is saying I think it will start in fall winter. Hanson has pasted his EOS account. That is again my saying. Don't know how long are we away from the last halving. Kenny Omega says yeah, probably late fall. So keep the conversations coming. So guys, keep conversing with me. I love it when I have a conversation. I don't like to be bored on this show. So as you can see, you guys are the reason why I smile. You want me to have a fluffy face? No. So so a number of other articles have been making rounds. So when seeing some of let me just check out this tweet here just come through from Yves. So guys, as you can see, I'm always updated about new tweets. Yves says, when EOS first launched, it was embarrassingly dubbed Ethereum killer, but the truth is no one is killing Ethereum like Bitcoin. It's established itself and there is no viable competitor. So if EOS is competing with ETH, what role does it play in crypto industry? So you can just follow him up. He's always so insightful, and indeed is a very valuable community member. A big shout out to Yves. I've seen him attend so many events, and big shout out to you. You deserve an applause right there. So I'll go in other news. So there is the consensus 23. It's more of like a hackathon, a blockchain event, and they're saying it's happening tomorrow. A number of these have been happening. Big shout out to all of you who have been attending. A number of community members on EOS have been attending. And a big shout out to you, everyone who's representing EOS on such events. I can see there's Zach Gale, there is Patty Fisher, Brandon Lovejoy. Actually, you can meet these guys on the Fireside Chat. I already see them. If you want to listen to some of them. Some of you are wondering, these community members always talk about on EOS. Yes, they do exist. You can meet some of them via the Fireside Chat. Actually, you can also participate in the conversations. You can send in questions, if any, before the Fireside Chat. So just attend the Fireside Chat. Actually, I was speaking about it. So they're even reminding you. Actually, I don't know if you guys have followed the EOS Foundation, but it's saying that don't forget to come to the EOS Fireside Chat tomorrow. Upland Miko founder Aida and Zach will be there. As I told you, a number of big names are always on the Fireside Chat to answer questions about building on Upland and their ongoing hackathon. So there is a Fireside Chat that's there, and you can attend. It's there tomorrow. So guys, don't miss. There's a hackathon. That's the Upland hackathon. So guys, you can join in, submit your questions. Let me send links so that you can which you can use to send in questions. I'm sending the link for the doc that you can use to send in your questions right here. So if you have any suggestions, comments, just send in your questions. I've shared it here. The big man himself, the man behind Upland, will be live on the fireside chat. So guys, another piece of good news by the EOS Go. They are saying the crypto market is experiencing a downturn. Indeed, we have been talking about this. I read some of your comments, but it doesn't overcome the development of outputs on the ecosystem. Momentum built up over several months is being sustained as EOS projections are on an upward trajectory. Yes, indeed, there's a good article right here. Let me share it for you guys to read. I